Before I continue, I want to thank the people and some of the guys. I don't remember the names of the guys on YouTube that actually were teaching me how to do these things. I'm really interested because I'm doing a greenhouse. Well, in fact, I have a greenhouse and a workshop. So having something that I can use some renewable energy is perfect for me, especially a wood burner that will heat up an area like a greenhouse again. So the company that these people was using, and there are probably some more, is called Volgesang, and I believe that it's German. So I ordered these pieces on eBay. I kind of just, if you want to stop it for a second, this is how the name of it, and inside the box of this kit, this is the bottom kit. Make sure that you actually order that one, because you can easily get confused with the kit that will go on top of it to make it double. I mean, it's a lot of more efficiency. Maybe later on I show you another one that I'm gonna make. Actually, I mean, I kind of like this method. But in this kit we have the door, all of them like heavy cast iron doors, the vent or the flue pipe thing. It has a nice curvature on it. The two legs, a little kind of little doorknob type of thing, and a lot of screws to put them together. So you're gonna need a drill, drill bit, metal drill bit for this thing, and probably a little bit of some sort of like fireproof type of thing over here to avoid fumes come out. If you want to, I don't think it's not necessary, but anyway, that's what it comes inside the kit. Okay, I left the barrel burning for a while. I would say I left it overnight. I started like in the afternoon yesterday, so I left it overnight, and I put some more wood, and with the ashes I kind of burned it again, and I was turning it around, and the majority of the paint has been coming off. And I believe that whatever paint is there, it's not gonna cause any more damage. I mean, it's not gonna get hotter than what it is. I don't think. I mean, I put a lot of wood inside. It had a lot of flame, so you gotta clean it up pretty much. Use some like a steel brush, clean it up and rinse it, and then it will be ready for you to make the preliminary cuts and whatever you need to do to fasten the legs, the flue pipe, and the door, and that's pretty much it. That's how you start with the process. Later on, you can put a high temperature paint, make it look a little better. Finished burning the barrel for a while. Whatever paint is left is probably too strong to remove. Use a metal brush to remove whatever is left, which is not much, and then proceed to work with some high temperature. Let me show you. Some high temperature paint to kind of give it a nice coating if you want to. That will prevent the rust or whatever. But before that, because it's kind of dirty, use a sponge or a rag and just kind of clean it out really well before you paint it. After that, we're gonna make some cuts to properly put all the door and the flue pipe. Okay. Steel drum is dry. You clean it up and stuff like that. You're gonna use some high temperature spray. That is gonna help us make it look really nicer. But it's gonna resist actually high temperature that is gonna be there. It's gonna help us to prevent the rust from prolonging, especially if you're gonna work in your workshop and stuff like that. You wanna give it a little bit of a peeling to your wood stuff. Okay. Next thing that we're gonna do is to, once it's nice and dry, is to put the legs. These legs are coming with the kit that was sold to me from the company, and I'm using, since this thing's kind of round and stuff like that, I'm using the seal or the seam of the metal, this seam, as my guide. So I'm gonna use, kind of place it right there, use the proper drill bit size to perforate the stuff. You can actually play with symmetry if you want, meaning that the legs, these legs can actually be, placed equidistant from the edges to the center or whatever you want. But I mean, since the barrel is, fairly standard, I mean, I don't think it matters much if you're missing 1 inch or so. So the next thing is to perforate on the drum, and now I'm gonna start marking for the doors.
So I mean the door actually. Well, we have tons of screws that will go around it, which is cool, but in the bottom we kind of have to make a hole just to make sure that the ventilation has, you know, is actually perforated. So that's kind of little trick there, I guess. I mean, I'm just gonna try to play as it goes. So I'm gonna follow the shape of the contour of the door, and then I will cut a little bit more on the bottom for the ventilation. The door size with a little button cut out as well to, you know, allow the air to flow inside. Now I have a grinder over here with a metal disc. Few annotations before you do anything like this: protect your eyes, make sure that you're away from any combustible materials, get gasoline or any type of fumes or anything, or work in a really close place or enclosed place. If you're gonna work in a place that is closed because of the weather or whatever, make sure that you use a mask to avoid all the metal grinding going into your nostrils. That thing is annoying, probably toxic. And then proceed to cut with really a lot of care. Okay, we're set. A whole bunch of little screws in the back. They have some sort of a tightening mechanism or setup, so they're really good. They're probably going to stay in place. You notice I made a little cutout around, and I kind of touch up the edges so they were not so sharp, just to prevent a little bit. And that's pretty much it. We're going to continue with the flue pipe. Now we have our flue pipe connection, meaning that I'm gonna just, I mean, it has a sort of like a nice contour shape of the barrel itself. So it's really good. Obviously it has a whole bunch of little holes that we need to drill. We need to line up this really well with our legs on the bottom, so it's not like weirdly tilted or whatever. Make the opening obviously just as big as you have to, so you know, make the proper marking over there with a pencil. Then proceed to cut, place it on and something that I just found out is that you better start like making a hole and putting a screw just to hold the stuff in place, because if you tilt it a little bit, I mean, you're gonna have to drill bigger holes or whatever. So just a little recommendation right there. Okay guys, so we got our setup over here. Again, this is the company that I got that stuff from. Over here in the manuals, they have some more of you know, products. So I see here, there. They have some cool products. I'm not, you know, kind of advertising yet. So, but the thing is that they have these little stoves that you can put on top of them in accessories. So I guess you have to go to their website and check it out. But here it is. I got some wood. Sorry guys, phone goes on, but I'm gonna burn your boxes just to try it. Now another guy suggested that, you know, to make it that way, so you can actually take this out, put a 2-inch nipple with a little bit of more air control. I'm gonna use it later on, but this is it. That's the inside. And just for the purpose of demonstration, this is a flue pipe. Some people, because of the retention of the heat and all the stuff, are suggesting different types of setup. Obviously follow the recommendations of keeping this stove at least 36 inches away from any combustible wall or material or whatever. I mean, just pretty much clearance around it, about 36 inches, so 3 feet, I guess 1 meter for the people that uses our type of measurements. And legs, really cool. You can actually, you know, screw those the little legs with bolts on something. I'm just gonna set them up on top of some cinder blocks, you know, solid cinder blocks in my case anyway. But I'm gonna fire this up and see how it looks. Like the idea of having this stove is for the greenhouse that I have over there that I'm building. It's an aquaponics system actually, and I always like to have renewables, although I live right in the middle of the town. Even if you don't believe me, looks like I live in the middle of the woods, but I'm right in the middle of the town. And I have a lot of trees around. I like to plant them again, then some of them die, so it's like a perfect condition for a wood stove. You know, because it's kind of renewable, and it will heat up the greenhouse, especially when I want to start, or the aquaponics, when I'm in the middle of winter or I want to have an early start in my plants. So it's perfect for many situations, even to heat up a wood shop. I'm planning to build a double stack for my workshop. Actually, I'm gonna try like a triple one. Anyway, I hope you had found this video useful. The other ones that I saw, they were kind of general in the idea of doing it. I just explained a little bit more. Just be careful again when you're working with these things, and have fun. Enjoy the weekend.